Hola, buenos días, soy Nico.
Well, girl, you're trashy anyway. So, I mean, that's what you do.
Doesn't that mean?
So if you haven't noticed, I'm back in my home. So essentially, I came back to Houston because I'm going to be here for a few weeks before I do something. I have a trip planned. If you're on the adult cinematography page, you kind of already know what's happening. But it takes some time because I'm not going to go into it here. But yeah, essentially, we're here to talk about baiting straight men is illegal. Baiting anyone and tricking them to have adult, super happy fun time with you is illegal. Before we get into that, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me at patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics for more exclusive for weekly lives, multiple early access videos, and exclusive videos strictly to Patreon. If you like adult cinematography, or if you like big caramel booty butt cheeks, go to adult cinematography. There's not really a proper way to say that. Before you subscribe and stuff, know that I am filming scenes from the perspectives that I would like to see in adult cinematography, and that I am also humanizing performers and showing them in a more intimate and genuine light. But until I can set up more recordings like that, because it's not as easy as y'all think, especially out in Houston, I'll just be uploading my own personal stuff. If you want to see Nico cheeks, go there. I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't really want to make this a thing, but yeah. But yeah, so essentially, we're here to talk about the trend of baiting straight men to do gay things. Nico, this isn't the same as gay for pay, as in the people like Flashman Wade, Grandy Glaze, who else? I covered some last few days ago. James Angel, Air Thugger. This isn't like them because they actually willingly show hole and show butt because they know they have a large gay audience, and that's the thing. When it comes to adult cinematography, gays supply money because they usually buy on impulse if they're subscribing to your services. But as for, heterosexual women, I know they do watch it, but I can't give you the statistics on if they like support funds-wise. So essentially, this is a story about someone who would dress up as a woman and go onto those old Backpages sites and convince men to come over. Not only was he pretending to be something to have sex with them, but then he was also recording it. And he got caught because they said that there was over 150 men and over 80 of them did not know that they were being recorded. The others thought they were having intercourse with a cishet woman. So he is serving, I believe it was 8 years in prison.
It was only 3 years. It's only 3 years, but it's still 3 years. Sorry, y'all don't have the memory retention of a gerbil, so I inserted this.
5 to 8 years. I'm gonna have to look back at that. I'm gonna insert it all right here, obviously, but it's off the dome and my brain does not retain information well. But yeah, so I just wanted to show y'all that tricking people, getting them to send you things, because I've seen tons of bait pages on Twitter and everybody loves it. They're like, ooh, they're so hot, straight men are so hot. Listen, I know that I also thirst over a few straight men, not for the sole purpose of them being straight, because that does nothing for me knowing that I will never have access to them, but for the sole purpose of big booty butt cheeks, that's just me. But I don't condone sharing people's nudes or like baiting people into sending you things when they think they're sending it to a girl. Obviously, if somebody willingly posts it, you can thirst after whoever you want, but that's just never sat right with me. So to see that people are actually being held accountable for it, because a lot of people think that they're untouchable just in the digital age, like, oh, I can post whatever I want and it won't get back to me. Revenge porn is illegal. It's illegal. Pretending to be someone that you're not to have sex with somebody. I think I covered a story on this, where home dude showed up at that guy's house with a fucking t-shirt over his head and pretended that he was someone else. In reality, the person that he was sleeping with hated his guts. I'll insert that right here. But yeah, so it's like, it happens more often than you think, and I just want you to realize it's illegal. Like, I just don't understand the concept of I'm going to bring, I mean, that could also go back to catfishes. It's more like, what are you going to do when this person realizes you're not who you are? I mean, I understand, because I've been catfished a few times where you just show up and people are like expecting you, well, you already drove all the way over here, you might as well. But 95% of the time, most people are gonna be like, I'm gonna dip because it's bizarre. And I mean, I understand wanting access to somebody sexually, but you don't have to do these underhanded flips and hoops to try to get access to them. If somebody doesn't want to have sex with you, they just don't want to have sex with you. And I feel like this should be the bottom line. But yeah, definitely drop your opinions down below. How do you guys feel about bait pages? How do you guys feel about people pretending to dress up as women so that they can seduce straight men for content? Because that happens more than you think. You know, blindfolding the straight dude saying come to the glory hole. It happens more than you think, and it's not frowned upon in the community as you think it would be. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm also detached, or people say I'm on a high horse, but I'm like tricking somebody into having sex with you. That's not a high horse to me. That's just logical. That's wrong, you know? But yeah, definitely drop your opinions down below.
And once again, a quick thank you to all my patrons on Patreon, and a quick shout out to my third eye tier patrons. Your support means everything to me and helps me do this a lot more smoothly. I will also be listing this week's live stream topic in case anybody wants to join in on the fun. I will see you guys there.